One of our clients suggested that it might be useful if I ran a quick demonstration test on stick slip testing on the T77 machine. The tests were run with randomly selected test materials and PaO4 as our test fluid. Having set up the test adapter, we move on to the compound screen. Start with the friction force measurement disabled and we select long time constant. This will cause the friction signal to fall to 0, which means that when we look at a real-time friction trace plus minus, it'll appear in the right place on our real-time graph. So once we're ready, we enable the friction force measurement, we apply our load. In this case I'm going to put it in manually. I've set 200 newtons and I've set the frequency at 0.5 Hertz. The motor is disabled, so when I enable it, it will start moving. Okay, we're now running. Go to page 2 by right clicking on the yellow box. I've set the sampling rate to 0.5 kilohertz and HSD samples at 20,000. If we now trigger it, it will run and collect our high-speed data. And we can then, when it's run, view the graph. An interesting feature of our test today is that the friction is dependent on the sliding direction. This is going to be something to do with our test specimens. Maybe there's a difference in surface roughness depending on the direction in which the components are being machined. At this point, I decided to see what would happen if I changed the lubricant from straight PaO4 to PaO4 with 0.5% organic friction modifier. It takes a few strokes for the friction modifier to have an effect, but the effects are quite obvious. The noise resulting from stick slip is much reduced. When it comes to the high-speed friction traces, it's clear that with PaO4 on its own, the stick slip behaviour in one direction is more severe than in the other. This, of course, reflects the difference in noise we heard depending on stroke direction during the experiment. With the friction modifier, the stick slip behaviour is greatly reduced, and indeed the overall friction level is lower compared with the PaO4 on its own. If we were now to run with something like a slide weight lubricant, we'd expect the stick slip behaviour to disappear entirely. If you'd like any more information on this and other test procedures we run, please contact Phoenix Tribology direct.